It's another light week, but two compelling series keep momentum rolling toward the playoffs. We've got a look ahead in another edition of the NCHC Morning Skate. Number 4 Denver and North Dakota write another chapter in their old rivalry when the two schools meet for a series at Magnus Arena on Friday and Saturday. The Pioneers are coming off just a single game last week, but one that helped them secure the Gold Pan Trophy for another year. DU beat Colorado College 4-1 Saturday in the Springs in the second half of their split weekend series that began the week before in Denver. It's the fourth straight year the Pios have earned the hardware against their Rocky Mountain neighbors. In that game, the Pioneers got goals from 4 different players and a 22-save performance from Magnus Krona. Denver comes into the series as the best defensive team in the NCHC and 5th best in the country, allowing just 2.14 goals per game. They also rank in the top 10 nationally in scoring, coming in 7th with 3.64 goals per game. Massimo Rizzo leads DU in scoring with 33 points, good for 4th in the NCHC. After a week off, North Dakota is getting back in action. The Fighting Hawks swept Miami in Oxford 2 weeks ago by a combined score of 12-1 for their first NCHC sweep this season. That gives them 3 wins in their last 4 games. UND is no slouch when it comes to scoring, averaging 3.56 goals per game, which is 10th nationally and 3rd in the conference. Reigning NCHC Rookie of the Month Jackson Blake continues to pace the Hawks in scoring with 30 points. Reese Gaber is second with 28 points, including a team-best 16 goals. When these two teams met in Grand Forks back in November, Denver swept the series 3-2 and 6-3.
Everything's in front of us right now. Obviously, we've got a little bit of a step here to get to solidify home ice, but again, you can't get it unless you concentrate on the first game, and that's Friday night in Denver. And I think just keeping everything short term here as far as remembering how we have to play, what's our identity, and just keeping our foot on the gas here of what gave us success.
The other series this weekend has Omaha hosting Colorado College at Baxter Arena. Like UND, Omaha also was off last week. The Mavericks are coming off a split at Western Michigan in their last time out. After falling 6-1 in the opener, they came back for a 2-0 win, thanks to 40 saves from freshman Simon Latkozy. It was his second shutout in as many starts and helped earn him National Goaltender of the Month honors for January. He's now first in the NCHC and 3rd in the country with a 1.82 goals against average and a .932 save percentage. Colorado College ventures to Omaha looking to find its groove. Following their loss to Denver on Saturday, the Tigers have now dropped 5 straight games, although all to teams currently ranked in the top 9 in both national polls. Hunter McCowan had CC's only goal, this one coming on a penalty shot in last Saturday's 4-1 loss. He now leads the team with 15 goals and 20 points. This will be the second series of the year between the two teams. CC swept Omaha at Robeson Arena back in December.
This group is a special group of guys. They're extremely hardworking, very coachable, really care about each other and the team and the university. And when you have a group of guys like that, and you've seen the growth from the start of the year until now, I think that's a special group. So I'm not surprised by how well the team's been doing, and we just got to keep on growing.
Now we'll look at our weekly award winners. They're all from teams that have this week off. Western Michigan picked up 3 of the 4 awards after its series at Minnesota Duluth. Junior Chad Hillebrand was the forward of the week for notching 2 goals and an assist to help the Broncos pick up an overtime win and a regulation victory at UMD. Senior Zach Galambos was the defenseman of the week for scoring Saturday's shorthanded game winner and adding 2 more assists on Friday. Junior Cameron Rowe was the goaltender of the week, allowing only 3 goals on 60 shots in the series. And Miami forward Max Dukovac was the Rookie of the Week with 2 assists to help the Redhawks get a pair of overtime ties at then number 5 St. Cloud State. As we look at the NCHC standings, we can see it remains tight in the top 4. Denver is in first by 2 points with 2 games in hand over both Western Michigan and St. Cloud State, while idle Omaha slid to 4th. In spots 5 through 7, we could see more movement this weekend as North Dakota and CC look to move up and make a push for home ice in the playoffs. Here's another look at this week's schedule. Just 2 games each night, with Friday's game between Denver and North Dakota airing nationally on CBS Sports Network. The other 3 games, including both games Saturday, can be seen on NCHC TV. And you'll find news, scores, and stats from all 4 games this weekend online at nchchockey.com. Every game is important, particularly when the calendar turns to February. Thanks for watching this edition of the NCHC Morning Skate.